But anyway, speaking of beating people to death, poor old Buddy Matthews, God damn it. I hate it for him because this guy, athletically, visually, physically, physique-wise, I love this guy. You never hear him talk, and he's always doing a spooky house of shit anyway. And maybe he could do it, or maybe he couldn't, but you could do something. This, Dewey Robertson, the missing link. He completely became another person, and nobody knew that he'd been Dewey Robertson, even though he'd been in the business for 20 years. If you could Dewey Robertson, Buddy Matthews, then you'd have a superstar. Get rid of the name and don't let anybody know that he was ever this fucking person.
You'd have to get rid of the red hair.
Well, that's why Link had a fucking bald head and a green face.
Yeah.
See, but nevertheless, it can be done. You get some of those green Raycons. But anyway, Edge versus Buddy Matthews. What?
Oh, I don't know how that works, but yeah, anything can be done.
Yeah. Edge versus Buddy Matthews. You hear that siren? They're coming to take me away. Ha ha, hee hee, ho ho.
To the funny farm.
Exactly. That was the match. Edge goes to the ring and the lights go out and Malachi Black's spooky voice comes over the PA and he says spooky shit and he laughs and then the music plays and out comes Buddy. And they have a match, a quite extensively long match. And by the way, condolences to referee Aubrey Ed. She was a 4-1 favorite in the Kentucky Derby, but had to be scratched. Apparently had fleas. But anyway, they had a professionally worked house show style match. It wasn't very fast paced, but they had to go 20 minutes, apparently, bell to bell. They had to. They were forced to. And the fans sat there, except if somebody took a big bump or an unexpected bump, or a bump where it looked like somebody may have gotten hurt. And then they would pop and then immediately sit there again. And that's the thing, Brian, they weren't on anybody's side. They are not really looking to see who's going to win or if anyone is going to get even for something. Nothing's personal. They don't even react to, I'll give it, in the WWE now, they're reacting to everybody. Everybody gets their song sung. Everybody gets their name chanted. The guys in promos just have to stand there half the time. The people are doing the work for them. And in the matches, the people react to, yes, I want to see Dominic get shit kicked out of him. Or yes, now we want to see fucking Gunther, be defeated or whatever. Or we want to see Jey Uso fucking yeet somebody. Here, these fans are standing there, sitting there. And if somebody takes a hard bump or they see something they don't expect, they will go, ooh, or wow, and then they'll sit there again. There's no personal connection with any of the talent. Are they coming to the shows because they bought tickets 2 or 3 months ago and they felt like they had to use them even though all their favorites are gone or the bookings turned to shit?
It's like a crowd of pilgrims discovering rock and roll. They just don't know what to do. They just sit there and, they stare.
Because it doesn't...
Are they copying? Is Tony got his dream of an American New Japan and now the fans are just acting the way they think they're supposed to?
No. It's not sitting respectfully watching an amazing athletic performance. It's standing there going, would they just get finished with this bullshit? Oh, that looked like it hurt. But is there still going? They're not behind the personalities. They're not behind the issues. They just want to see some bumps. And otherwise, they're standing there staring, watching. Some of this shit don't belong on fucking TV.
Well, with this match specifically, the fans reacted to some big moves and some near falls. But there were moments where it was dead quiet. Now, maybe someone will be there and they'll say, oh, no, I was there. And you heard people buying hot dogs. There were things happening. On TV, it got dead quiet. You could tell because the announcers start whispering. Their voices get lower. Excalibur doesn't yell when he thinks people behind him could hear him.
Well, and this was a very well-worked match and 2 athletic guys, but it's not over. And they're just, these crowds are getting more and more the stench of the grisly death of the promotion that's lost the people, and it's going to be much harder to get them back than it was when you started to begin with. Because now instead of somebody giving you a chance on a new thing, they have, and you've turned them off. And then after this match, when Edge finally beats poor Buddy again, Edge starts beating him up. The babyface gets on the heel, and he gets the chairs, and he hits him with a chair, and he goes for a concerto, and Buddy is just laying there for it, and suddenly the lights go out. And when the lights come back on, Malachi Black is standing in the ring beside Edge, telling him to hit Buddy. And then Buddy gets up on his knees and say, yeah, hit me. And fucking Edge raises the chair, and then the lights go out again. And when they come back on, the heels are gone, and fucking Edge is in the ring too. Or still in the ring, like, what the fuck? I wrote the heels were gone and the fans too. Because they were just, the whole thing was hot garbage. It's a parody of just wrestling cliches or tropes, as the kids say.
And we're getting a lot of these long, drawn-out Adam Copeland matches. And I don't know if they're going to hook anyone new or cause people who are, not all the way invested right now to want to sit through them. And then the things with the lights out and the lights on. Why doesn't a babyface just bring a flashlight into the ring? Wouldn't that solve everything? If someone at ringside just turned on their phone, that flashlight, wouldn't that solve anything? It wasn't like the lights went off for like a second. They were off for like, you could tell like, oh, it's enough time for people to move around and go somewhere.
Yes, they're going somewhere. Well, that's the thing also is, more importantly, if you're going to talk about lapses in logic, why does the heel turn the lights off, appear next to the babyface, and then tell the babyface to hit his own partner with the goddamn chair? Because it's spooky? What if he said okay and just gave him brain damage right there? And then Malachi Black's, well, fuck. I guess he did do it, didn't he? What was going to happen?
They planned for the light. They knew that he wouldn't do it, and they could turn out the lights again and run away. He
seemed like he was going to do it.